Today we're going to talk about Oklahoma's offense, Jalen Hurts, and third down defense, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today, I got to do a couple hits for 247 Sports, and I'm going to do those right now. So the thing to know about Oklahoma's defense is that they have been ridiculously awesome on third down. We're talking about the number 2 third down defense in the entire country, holding teams to 10 of 51 through 4 games this season. That's less than 20% of the time. And on third and long, that'd be third and 7 or more, we're talking about 2 of 29. Alex Grinch's defense ain't played nobody, but nobody has gotten nothing on third down. I understand that in this day and age where we're all trying to do the thing where we measure schedules and resumes against each other, all Alex Grinch's defense has done is get people in third down situations and stop them cold. And at Oklahoma, that's been one of those things that has been at the forefront of OU fans' minds for some time now. As a matter of fact, in 2017 and 2018, you would have found OU fans holding their breath on third and long because they knew something bad was coming their way in the form of a first down. This year, it's just been about getting to the third down. Because when they get him the third down, Alex Grinch's scheme seems to have these offenses right where they want them. You've seen outstanding cornerback play. You've seen outstanding linebacker play. You've seen outstanding defensive line play. The weakness is still at safety, but it isn't as weak as it was a year ago. And the story with Oklahoma is the same, which is the offense is going to do what the offense does. But if the defense showed anything like a pulse, particularly in pass defense, they were going to be a tough out, not just in Big 12 play, but should they make the college football playoff again, be able to redeem themselves from 2 trips there where they were embarrassed, particularly defensively. We'll see if it holds true as they get ready to take on Les Miles' Kansas in Lawrence, Kansas. Got something in my nose. All right, that was one. Shouts out to Laurel. She got me the shirt. You go down the Owasso Family YMCA. I think they still have a couple for sale. I think it's very cool. This is Tulsa flag. I'm a Tulsa dude. I dig Tulsa. Yeah. Also, cool stuff might be happening. If the cool stuff happens, I'll tell you about it. Should probably do that other hit, right? Okay, let's do the other hit. So, Jalen Hurts has been destructive as the quarterback at Oklahoma. We know 1,295 yards passing, but more than that, completing a gaudy 77% of his passes, and also threw for a career-high 415 yards against Texas Tech in the latest victory for Oklahoma as the offense and OU get prepared to take on Les Miles in Lawrence, Kansas. Now, the thing that is surprising to me about Oklahoma's offense is that it continues to just churn out product like an international harvester, winnowing and harvesting. Like, it's been destructive. We're talking about nearly 670 yards per game on average. We're talking about at least one game of more than 700 yards of offense, and we're talking about being able to run and pass at will. Now, again, they haven't played the best teams in the country, and if you believe that Texas Tech had the number 3 pass defense in the country headed into the game against Oklahoma, you probably came away thinking statistics can lie, or 2, Oklahoma's just that good because that defense got smoked. We're talking about the 4th consecutive game of 600 yards or more for Oklahoma, which is the first time in school history that has happened. And when considered that the last 2 number 1 overall picks and the last 2 Heisman Trophy winners and the last 2 historically awesome offenses have come out of the University of Oklahoma in Norman, that's elite company, and you expect nothing less when they head up to take on Les on Saturday in Kansas. All right. So those are the hits. I'm going to send those on. But seriously, this has been an outstanding start. And the thing that is most surprising to me is Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback that Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray was. I don't think that he's that talented. I do think that he is an outstanding leader, and I do think he has a very unique set of skills, kind of like Liam Neeson in that one movie, or the second movie, or the third movie, or depending on how you feel about Liam Neeson in general, all the movies. As a matter of fact, like, wasn't this dude a lion? We'll get to that later. The point is, Jalen Hurts is in a very unique position as a guy who has had elite weapons around him at both Alabama and Oklahoma. I contend the weapons around him today are better than the weapons that he had at his disposal at Alabama. Difference is he going to have a defense to back up the offense? Because that's always been the story at Alabama. Even when they have been necessarily bad, but not as good, see, this year, they're still destroying people defensively, even as they give up a bunch of yards. Oklahoma is building its defense, and going through Big 12 play, you might get some buck against Texas, but nobody expects you to get any at all against KU, because after, the historic win for them at Boston College, they've kind of gotten beat down, particularly by TCU, 51-14. They got a long way to go. Carter Stanley is not a bad quarterback, but he ain't a great quarterback. He doesn't have great weapons around him, and they're probably going to try to run the ball, because you'll remember that Pooka Williams got anything he wanted on this defense last year, averaged about 17 yards per clip. But heading into that game, I know that it's a yawner for most OU fans, and KU fans are probably going to just hold their hands over their face, not unlike Tech fans, and just try to get this over with as quickly as possible. As a matter of fact, we should probably start doing this thing where we ask, hey, Kansas, would you like to submit a score? And they'd be like, yeah, let's go with, how do you feel about 34-28? And you could be like, how do you feel about 56-3? And they'd be like, cool, whatever, take it. And then they get to go on without the injuries, without the wear and tear, and they get ready for perhaps a lesser opponent. I know that's a joke that I just made. You know now that it's a joke that I just made. But is it really that far from the truth? All right, that is it for me. There's